Saturated carbon having at least one double bond are called alkenes. Their general formula CnH2n, as they have two carbon atoms less than the alkenes. These are called named as olefins, oil forming. As the first member of this class, that is ethene, forms oily liquid when treated with chlorine. This introduction of alkenes. Structure of double bond. So when you see this alkene, each double bonded carbon atom contains 3 sp2 hybrid orbitals, out of which 2 are used to form sp2s sigma bond with 2 hydrogens, and the remaining one overlap axially with sp2 orbital of other carbon atom to form a strong sigma bond. The unhybridized 2p orbitals of both the carbon atoms overlap laterally or sideways to give a weak pi bond. The bond length of double bonded, that is 134 picometers, is shorter than that of single bond, 154 picometer. Because of the presence of pi bond, alkenes act as a source of loosely bound mobile electrons and thus readily attacked by the reagent that are in search of electrons, that is electrophilic reagent, to give more stable single bonds. So the strength of the double bond is much greater than that of single bond in ethane. The strength of the double bond in ethene is more stronger than that of the ethane. When you see this structure of alkenes, here p orbitals are overlapped. P orbitals are overlapped. And it have this sp2 hybridization. pp overlap form is a pi bond. So there is a pi cloud around the carbon atom. The bond angle between hydrogen and carbon, that is 116.6 and 121.7. So pi bond and pi cloud and bond angles are given. So carbon hydrogen bond angle is 116 degree 0.0. Carbon bond angle is 121 degree 0.7. Carbon double bond length is 134 picometer. Carbon hydrogen bond length is 110 picometer. This is the structure of alkenes. Structural formula: ethene CH2 double bond CH2, propene CH3 CH double bond CH2, but1ene, because in butane 4 carbon atoms are there, so but1ene. If the double bond is present in single first carbon, it is but1ene. If it is present in second carbon, but2ene. So 2-methyl prop1ene, 2-methyl prop1ene. So here methyl group is present in second carbon atom. So we have to give the number for double bond first. So 2-methyl prop1ene, double bond is present in first carbon atom. So 3-methyl but1ene. So this is the way we have to give the name for the alkenes. Choose the longest chain bearing double bond. First you have to choose the longest chain bearing double bond. Then number the chain from the end that is closer to the double bond. We write the root word and add suffix as ene. So if any substitution is present, write its name before the root word. So the general formula of alkene is CnH2n. N means 1. If we get CH2 methane, so N is 2, C2H4. The first stable member alkene series. Its common name is ethylene, ethylene. The IUPAC name is ethene. So the common name of ethene is ethylene, ethylene. So there are this IUPAC name of certain compound is given. So you can go through this. Isomerism in alkene. Alkene compounds give two types of isomerism. Alkene compounds give two types of isomerism, that is structural isomerism and geometrical isomerism or stereoisomerism. Structural isomerism. Alkenes form possibility of several structure for a single molecular formula. Alkenes having at least 4 carbon atoms are able to exhibit structural isomerism. Example, alkene with molecular formula C4H8. So butene, but2ene, 2-methyl-prop-1ene. But1ene, but2ene, 2-methyl-prop-1ene. All the one have the same molecular formula C4H8. But it is differ in their structure. So structure 1 and 2 differ in the position of double bond. So these are called position isomer. But structure 1 and 3 differ in chain of carbon atoms. So this is called chain isomer. So alkenes generally exhibit chain and position isomerism. Alkene generally exhibit chain and position isomerism. Next one, geometrical isomerism or stereoisomerism. So alkenes exhibit geometrical isomerism, a type of stereoisomerism, due to the possibility of different geometrical arrangement in space. As rotation around the double bond is restricted, not free. So rotation around the double bond is not free. So thus alkenes having general formula, double bond will be there middle. So generally it exhibit in geometrical arrangement, that is cis form and trans form. What is cis form? If the identical atoms or groups lie on the same side of the double bond, then the isomer is called cis form. So in this, if you see that CH3 group is in the same side. So this is known as cis-but2ene. Cis-but2ene. In the trans form, if the identical atoms or groups lie on the opposite side of the double bond, the isomer is called trans form. The isomer is called trans form. So that is CH3 group is in the opposite side, then that is trans-but2ene. If the CH3 group is in the same side, we will say cis-but2ene. If the CH3 group is in the opposite side, we say it is trans-but2ene. So due to the different geometrical arrangement in space, this cis and trans form differ in their properties like boiling and melting point, solubility, dipole moment, etc. So this cis trans form of but2ene have following structure. The dipole of CCH3 in cis form cancel each other and thus make the molecule non-polar. So in this trans form is non-polar, cis form is polar. So however, melting point of trans form is higher than that of cis form. Why this transform or it became a non-polar? In transform, the bond dipole of carbon CH3 in transform cancel each other and thus it makes the molecule non-polar. Preparation of alkene compound. Alkenes can be prepared from the different compounds. First one from alkene, next one from alkyl halide, next one from vinyl dihalide, next from alcohol. From alkene. So when alkenes are treated, quantity of dihydrogen in the presence of palladium catalyst, palladized charcoal catalyst. PDC is known as palladized charcoal catalyst. Are deactivated with poisonous such as sulfur compounds, quinoline, etc. They get reduced two cis alkenes. That is, hydrogens are added to the same side of the double bond. Partially deactivated palladized charcoal is known as Lindblast catalyst. Lindblast catalyst. Palladized charcoal catalyst is known as Lindblad catalyst. So, ethyne to ethene, ethyne to ethene, propyne to propene. So, commonly alkyne to cisalkene or transalkene. For cisalkene, we have to use palladium charcoal catalyst. For transalkene, we have to use sodium and liquid ammonia as a catalyst. So, alkene can be prepared from alkyne. Next, from alkyl halide. When alkyl halides are heated with alcoholic potash, that is potassium hydroxide in alcohol or ethanol. So a halogen acid molecule is eliminated to give alkene. So due to the elimination of hydrogen as well as halogen, the reaction is called dehydrohalogenation. Because the elimination of hydrogen as well as halogen, the reaction is called dehydrohalogenation. So you have to take a alkyl chloride or alkyl halide. So in this, it is treated with alcoholic potash. Here elimination of hydrogen and chlorine is occurred. So this reaction is also known as beta elimination. Why? Because in this, hydrogen atom is eliminated from beta carbon atom. So what is beta carbon atom? The carbon atom next to the carbon to which halogen is attached. Carbon atom next to the carbon in which halogen is attached. That is known as beta carbon atom. So the order of reactivity of the halogens towards this reaction in this beta elimination reaction or from formation of alkene from alkyl halide, the reactivity iodine have more reactive than bromine than chlorine. This is because the size of the halogen increases. So carbon and halogen bond strength decreases. That is, it becomes weaker. Further, the order of reactivity of alkyl group is tertiary is more reactive than secondary than primary. So this reaction is known as beta elimination because the hydrogen atom attached to beta group is eliminated. What is beta carbon atom? Carbon atom next to the carbon to which halogen is attached. So the order of reactivity of halogen in beta elimination reaction or formation of alkene from alkyl halide. Iodine is more reactive than bromine than chlorine. This is because as the size of the halogen increases, the bond strength decreases, thus it becomes weaker. From vicinal dihalides. Dihalides having two halogen atoms at adjacent carbon atom called vicinal halide. That means two halide having dihalide means two halogen atom. They both are adjacent carbon atoms. It is present. So when such halides are treated with zinc metal, both the halogen atoms are taken up by zinc to give an alkene. Due to the removal of halogen atom, the reaction is all called dehalogenation. So see, here it is given CH2Br. CH2Br react with zinc to give ethene and zinc bromide. So 1,2-dibromopropane is heated with zinc to give propene and zinc bromide. Next from alcohol. Alcohols are treated with concentrated sulfuric acid. At 170 degrees Celsius, alkene is obtained. So if you take any alcohol and you are heating with concentrated sulfuric acid at around 170 degrees Celsius, ethene is formed. So here the elimination of molecule of water is occurs, so that it is known as dehydration. Since the presence of an acid is essential for the dehydration process, so the reaction is also called as acidic dehydration of alcohol. It is also an example of beta elimination reaction because of the removal of hydrogen from beta carbon atom. When you see this mechanism of this reactions, that means formation of alkene from alcohol, the mechanism involve generation of protonated alcohol. First sulfuric acid is there. Sulfuric acid decomposes into hydrogen and HSO4 minus. So now ethyl alcohol, that is CH3 CH2OH, is reacting with the H plus ion. So this oxygen is combining with that H plus ion to give protonated alcohol. Next, generation of carbonium ion. Now this protonated alcohol is converted into carbonium ion, that is CH3CH2. Now removal of proton. From the CH3, one proton is removed and changed into double bond, that is CH2CH2. So in EC of dehydration, it is the order. Tertiary is more, next secondary, next primary. Because of the involvement of reactive intermediate, that is carbocation. In some cases, rearrangements also occur to give more stable carbocation if possible. Next, physical properties. If you see the physical state, first three alkenes are gases. First three alkenes means ethene, propene, butene are gases. Next 14 are liquids. Next 14 carbon atoms are liquids and rest of them are solids. So alkenes are colorless and odorless except ethene, which has faint sweet odor. Next, solubility. Solubility, alkenes are insoluble in water but soluble in nonpolar solvent like benzene, ether, carbon tetrachloride. Melting point and boiling point. This also shows same trend of boiling and melting point as alkanes, that is increase with increase in molecular mass but decrease with branching. But geometrical isomers behave differently. Cis alkenes have higher boiling point as compared to their trans isomers. However, melting point is higher in case of trans isomers. Polarity and density. In general, trans form has almost zero dipole moment and thus exhibits weaker intermolecular attraction. These are lighter than water and thus density gradually increases with rise in molecular mass. Next, stability. The alkene stability CH2 double bond CH2 is more than CH2 double bond CH2. So when you see the stability, the double bond which present with this carbon atom in between, So R2 is considered as a alkyl group. So R2C double bond Cr2 is more greater than Cr2 double bond CHR, that is greater than Cr2 double bond CH2 and more or less equal to RCH double bond CHR, that is cis form or trans form, that is more greater than RCH double bond CH2. So CH2 double bond CH2 ethene is having less stability. Than the alkyl group higher carbon. These are the different examples of alkene with their formula and IUPAC name. Next, chemical properties of alkene. Alkenes generally undergo electrophilic addition reaction because of the presence of a double bond, that is a strong single bond and a weak pi bond. Pi electrons of which being loosely held are easily polarizable. This reaction involves cleavage of a pi bond and formation of two new sigma bond. So when these reactions occur, there is a pi bond and sigma bonds are present. In a polar solvent, addition proceeds by ionic mechanism. So when this electrophilic additions reaction, in first step, ionization of reagent to generate electrophile and nucleophile. So a reagent is there, the reagent is dissociated into electrophile and nucleophile. Attack of electrophile on alkene. So now alkene group will combine with this electrophile on alkene to form carbocation. Now attack of nucleophile to give addition product. Now nucleophile is attached with another carbon atom to give addition product. It give the reactions given by alkene is first one addition of dihydrogen, next one alkenes with when treated with hydrogen in the presence of finely divided nickel, palladium or platinum to give alkane as the product. So when alkene undergo hydrogenation, it turns into alkane. So this reaction is called hydrogenation. During this reaction, evolution of heat is occur. Another next reaction here which is given is reaction with halogens. So alkenes give addition product, that is vicinal dihalide when treated with halogens like chlorine and bromine, iodine. So here iodine does not give these reactions under normal conditions of temperature and pressure. So here the given compound is ethene is treated with hydrochloric acid to give chloroethane. This is alkyl halide is obtained by the reaction of alkene with halogen acid. This is called hydrohalogenation. When this alkene treated with hydrogen halides, alkyl halide are obtained. The order of reactivity of hydrogen halide is hydrogen iodide more active than hydrogen bromide than hydrogen chloride. If the alkene is symmetrical, only one product is formed. If the alkene is unsymmetrical, several products are formed. So the reaction of asymmetrical alkene. If that alkene is unsymmetrical, several products are obtained and the nature of the major product depends upon the reaction conditions. Example, if hydrogen bromide is added to an unsymmetrical alkene, that means propene, the following products are possible. That is 2-bromopropane and 1-bromopropane. However, one is the major product. In accordance with Markovnikov rule, it states that negative part of the adding molecule gets attached to that carbon atom which possesses lesser number of hydrogen atom. This can also be understood by considering mechanism for this reaction. So mechanism is given. Here propene react with hydrogen chloride to give chloropropane and 1-chloropropene. 2-chloropropene and 1-chloropropane. The reaction mechanism, first generation of electrophile, next attack of electrophile on double bond, next attack of nucleophile on the most stable carbocation. So primary carbocation is less stable than secondary carbocation. Due to this, chlorine ion of hydrogen chloride attached rapidly to the carbon of the secondary carbocation. Now this chlorine is attached to this carbon atom to give 2-chloropropane. Reaction of asymmetric alkene with halogen acid peroxide effect. Less stable carbocation is attacked by bromine but with slower rate, so gives lesser amount of product. If hydrogen bromide is added to an unsymmetrical alkene, that is propene, in the presence of peroxide, 1-bromopropane is the major product in accordance with anti-Markovnikov or Karash rule. It states that negative part of the addendum goes. Addendum means the which adding molecule goes to that of carbon atom which has more number of hydrogen atom. This is also called peroxide effect or Karash effect. So in that case, propene react with hydrogen bromide to give 1-bromopropane. So formation of 1-bromopropane undergoes mechanism. The first one, initiation process. In first one initiation, we will get free radical. So benzoyl peroxide is there. It undergo homolysis to give 2 phenol group 2C6H5. Next, that is combined with hydrogen bromide undergo homolysis to give C6H6. Next, propagation. Attack of bromine free radical at double bond. So propene plus bromine free radical, it undergo homolysis to give less stable primary free radical and more stable secondary free radical. Next, it combined with hydrogen bromide to form a major product. Next, termination. Bromine free radical combined to give bromine. Reaction with dihydrogen. Ethene react with hydrogen in the presence of nickel palladium catalyst to give ethane. Reaction with halogen. Addition of halogen to alkene. So pi bond of ethylenic double bond break and the addition of halogen molecule takes place to form dehalogenated alkene. Reaction with sulfuric acid. So alkene react with cold concentrated sulfuric acid to give an addition product accordance with Markovnikov rule. So propene react with sulfuric acid H2SO4. It gives ethyl hydrogen sulfate. It gives ethyl hydrogen sulfate or C3H7HSO4. Next, it undergoes propyl hydrogen sulfate. Ethene means ethyl hydrogen sulfate. Propene with sulfuric acid give propyl hydrogen sulfate. Reaction with water. When alkenes are treated with few drops of concentrated sulfuric acid, addition of water takes place in accordance with Markovnikov rule and alcohols are obtained. So 2-methylpropene react with water to give 2-methylpropane to all. 2-methylpropane to all. Next one, oxidation. When alkenes are treated with alkaline solution of potassium permanganate, that is Bayes reagent. Alkaline solution of potassium permanganate is known as Bayes reagent. They produce vicinal glycols. The alkaline potassium permanganate solution is bright pink in color and upon reaction with alkene, the solution becomes colorless. Hence, the reaction is also used as test for unsaturation. So, reaction of alkene with Bayes reagent is a test for unsaturation. Bayes reagent get decolorized with the unsaturated hydrocarbon. Propene with water in the oxygen in the presence of dilute alkaline KMNO4, we get ethene 1,2-diol, that is glycol. Ethene 1,2-diol, that is glycol, is a product. However, ketone and acid are the major products if acidic KMNO4 or acidic potassium dichromate are used as oxidizing agent. So, butene undergoes oxidation, give ethanoic acid. But1-ene undergoes oxidation to give propane 2-one. Next one is ozonolysis. Alkenes react with ozone O3 to give ozonide, which on reduction with zinc and water cleaved to give a smaller molecule, that is propene react with ozone to give propene ozonide. Propene ozonide. And next, if it is treated with zinc and water to give ethanol and methanol. So during ozonolysis, the final product is ethanol and methanol. To determine the product by ozonolysis of alkene, break double bond and place oxygen at breaking point. So this ozonolysis reaction is helpful for deciding the structure of alkene and location of double bond. To decide the structure of alkene from ozonolysis product, bring the product together in such a way that oxygen atoms are face to face, replace oxygen by carbon double bond. Next one is polymerization. So when a large number of monomers, that is small molecules, combine to give a molecule bearing high molecular mass called polymer. The process is called polymerization. That means small molecules combine to give a large higher molecular mass molecule are called polymer. So ethene is undergo higher temperature and pressure with the presence of catalyst. Polyethylene is formed. So propene undergo higher temperature and pressure with the presence of catalyst. polypropylene is formed. Polymers are used for making plastic bags, squeeze bottles, refrigerator dishes, toys, pipes, radio and TV cabinets, etc. Polypropylene is used for making milk crates and plastic buckets and other molded articles. Polythene is a polymer of ethene. Excessive use of polythene and polypropylene is a major great concern. It's a matter of great concern. We have to concern to that. Excessive use we have to avoid polythene and polypropylene. So these are the properties of alkene, structure of alkene, chemical properties of alkene, preparation of alkene. So in this all the naming reaction we have to learn and mechanism and also all the equations we have to write and practice.